Welcome to my food forest. How you guys doing today? Today I'm gonna show you a few things about creating a food forest and how simple it can be. Sometimes some people make it so complicated that they discourage people because it's like sometimes some people it's like you got to get a book and start writing down stuff, and then by the time you write down all that information you don't feel like doing anything. So today I'm going to show you how simple it is to do a food forest. This is my food forest. This is my food forest. This is pumpkin, this is squash, this is pepper, all different type of food. We have edos, yam, dashing, tanya, banana, you name it. Now, let me break it down a little for you guys. When you're doing a food forest, when you want to do a food forest, right? You come out in the morning or in the middle of the day and you look around, right? You look around, and what you're looking for the sun. Where in the garden the sun shines the most. You make sure you map that out, and you map out where the area where the sun does not shine too much. Now we have different type of plants. We have plants that love hot sun, like peppers, okra. All these plants love hot sun. So these are the plants you're gonna put in the where the sun shines the most. The next thing, you got to think about what you want to plant. It's good to plant things that comes back every year. Like these plants, these are edos. They will come back every year. All right? Still, it depending on where you live in. If you in zone 6 in them areas, it might be a little challenging. But the good thing about it is these type of crop, you could harvest them, put up a few, just like potato, and replant them. All right? So we have all different type of plants going. So now you got to think about what type of plant you want, what type of fruit tree you want, and then you just put it together. It's not that complicated. You are the master plan, and your master plan, you're the one designing. The greatest thing is coming out and see where the sun shines the most. That's the greatest thing. Once you're able to conquer that, you're in good shape. Okay, because plants love hot sun. Check out this pepper tree here. This is a pepper tree, and if you notice, the pepper tree tall, it's already taller than me. This pepper tree over 5 feet tall. This pepper tree over 5 feet tall. And the thing about food forests, guys, I'm going to show you a few things about food forests. You can grow your garden natural. Guys, this is a 5 feet pepper tree. All this go from natural product from in the garden. Some of the weeds, let me show you how you could save this. If you see this, this is where I save compost. I take up the weeds out of the garden and I add them right here, so they're gonna break down, and then I feed back the plants them. Let me show you up here again. Let me show you the kind of thing I do, okay? All these are small okras, rich okra. Okra love a lot of heat. Okra love hot sun, all right? So all this is okra in this area. Let me show you the kind of things that I do, that how simple it is. Now look at it. You see these type of logs? These type of logs is what I put in my garden. Sometimes I bury them in the garden, and these feed our soil. If you notice what I'm doing, these weeds, I'm putting them around the fruit trees them, and they're gonna eventually break down. This is another area, and why I plant these meadows here, because these meadows, the sun in this area, the sun shine at least 5 hours per day. So because the sun shine 5 hours per day, I decide to plant these here because these also love sun. So you gotta know how to map it out. You gotta know where to place your plant. You gotta know where to put your fruit trees. Now, if you notice here, this is a peach tree right here. This is a peach tree. But if you notice, I have it to the side. You don't want to put it in the middle, because if you put it in the middle, this same fruit you're going to be covering your plant. So what you want to do, you want to put your fruit trees to the corners of your garden, not in the center. Because if you put them in the center, what's gonna happen, they're gonna start covering your plants and shade your plant. So you wanna know where the sun shines, and also remember fruit trees love hot sun. So now, since the fruit trees love hot sun, you got to figure out now where to plant them. You see them banana tree over there? Those banana tree growing lovely. The sun shine there at least 5 hours per day. So what I did, I map out the whole area, and I see where it's the sun shine the most, and that's where I'm planting the plants them. So the cool area, I put the cool crop basically under the tree, and I put those plants that love the sun in the sun area. So guys, like I now show you, you can do it natural. It's simple. Some people make it seem too complicated. It's simple. You map out the plan. Map out the plan in your head. If you don't know about the plans, what you do, you research the plan. So when you research the plan, you know what the plant like, and if it like hot sun, you know where to place it. Because you want your fruit forest to be successful. Not just to have a fruit forest, you want it to be successful. I mean, this pepper tree almost 5 feet, already 5 feet tall. You see what I'm saying? And how it grows, natural. No form of chemical, period. Down in this side here, if you notice, we have, this is a pumpkin, and this pumpkin is just growing, just spreading itself. This pumpkin is just spreading itself. All these are meadows. These are squash, and as we can see, they're pushing out squash, they're doing pretty well. So all this is the pumpkin, push itself all back out there. Alright? If you come, you're gonna see. Step over. Right. So the thing about pumpkin spreads and pumpkin runs. So what you do, you have to be able to control. You got to be the one in control of these plants. So it's pretty simple how to create a food forest. Now, this is cassava we have growing up here. This is cassava, and we have all this is meadows going over there. Meadows. And we also have some beautiful squash, which it's a butternut squash growing up here. All these, we have corn, which is this corn right here. Let me see. All right, nice, beautiful corn. And I'm gonna eat this corn just like that. I'm not boiling it, I'm not roasting it. Anyhow, if you notice down there, that's a fruit tree down there. That's a plum tree. We also have blueberry in this area. But wherever I plant them, they actually not bothering my plants. In this area here, we have a patch of arrows growing. We had a very serious time this year because we actually wasn't getting no rain. And in this garden, we do not wet anything. Everything, the rain, we deal with nature. All right, so everything grows natural, everything grows from rainwater. So once you set up your garden right, guys, set up your garden, let it create a system that operate like in the bushes. In the bushes, no one goes down there and feed anything. No one goes down there and wet no plants. No one goes down there and put no compost. These plants feed themselves. So now we use the same method, and what we do, we pull up these type of weeds and we put them in here and allow them to break down. And that's what we feed our garden with. You see what I'm saying? So it's simple. It's pretty simple how to do a garden. Pretty simple how to do a garden. But some people make it so complicated and they discourage a lot of people. So we're here to show you it's not that complicated. It's pretty simple. You create your own design. You think what you want to plant and do your own research about the sun. Is not that hard. All you got to do, come out in the middle of the day and you will see the sun and you observe. It's not that complicated, guys, all right? It's not that complicated. I hope this video can motivate someone or encourage someone if they want to go into a food forest. I hope this video can encourage you to get started. All right, you can do it simple. If you have a backyard and you have trees just growing, you can do it pretty simple. You can bury the logs them in your garden. You can even rest them around, just like how I have these rests around. So at the same time, when the rain come, it actually wetting them, then the sun, then they actually releasing a lot of nutrients in the garden. So as you can see, I now harvest a corn and I have a lot of okras, as we can see, to harvest on these plants. So I'm definitely going and do that now, guys. So thank you all for watching. Hope this video motivate you all. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Peace.